Welcome to the Wrestling Still Cool podcast. My name is Cam. That's Mark.
Hey, y'all doing? Wrestling Still Cool.
We're here to talk about Survivor Series from November 22nd, which is a little over a day from today, taking place from the Thunderdome in Orlando. This is a special Survivor Series because it's also the essential retirement of Undertaker after 30 years. And I mean, think about that. He's been going as the Undertaker since 1990.
Long time.
Standing gimmick.
It's two today too. Two today. It's been 30 years, man. That's awesome.
Unfortunately, he did not come out of the egg. So the pre-show had a inter-show Battle Royal, which it appears that the Miz won by eliminating Dominic Mysterio. It was an 18-man Battle Royal. Were you able to watch this on the pre-show?
I tried to. I would turn it on, and then they had to go on break, and I was trying to figure out something on our social media page, and then totally lost track of time and tuned. Yeah. So, anyways, no, I did not. But I saw eventually the replay of it later in the Survivor Series show.
When I turned it on, they're showing the ending of it, and I don't know what they're doing with The Miz. It doesn't make sense. He's essentially a mid-card guy right now, even though he has the money in the bank, but yet he's going to win a Battle Royal.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I'm not even sure if they have plans for what they're going to do with The Miz.
I don't know. They treat him as, like I said, they're just the more of a mid-card guy, and I don't understand a lot of his position for a while now. I don't totally get it. And it is, Mike's a good wrestler, awesome character, all the way around, man. I feel like he's just there. That's all I can say. He's just there.
And that's more of a sign of how WWE is in general.
Yeah. I don't get it. Whatever.
Neither do I.
What was the point of him even? I mean, he's Mr. Money in the Bank. He's in the Battle Royal. My only thought is they're trying to maintain some kind of a upper hand, winning part of them, I guess. I mean, I guess. One thing, I mean, if I was him, I would try to tease on be cashing in that night. But
I actually thought he should have attempted to cash in, but we'll get to that.
Yeah.
After that, we had the men's Survivor Series match, which Raw was AJ, Braun, Keith Lee, Matt Riddle, which they're now calling Riddle, and Sheamus against Jey Uso, Kevin Owens, King Corbin, Otis, and Seth Rollins. This was a clean sweep by Raw.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't
Yeah.
I don't understand why. I get it that Raw... Oh, there's another thing that was a minor annoyance. They're all wearing their brand shirts, and on the back of it's the TV channel that it's on. So, like, Raw had USA. SmackDown had Fox. And it's like, this is... excuse me. This is unnecessary. It doesn't make sense for someone like even Kevin Owens. It doesn't fit Kevin Owens to have something like that.
No, I don't. And it's just, I don't understand. I mean, you have Survivor Series is your usual time frame in November. Absolutely, it's a Thanksgiving tradition. I get that. Let's skip it the way that is. But there wasn't really a brand supremacy here. I mean, people want to ask, what do I mean by that? Okay, you just had the draft a month ago. And it's like, the ones who got drafted from Raw to SmackDown to Raw, they don't really have any time. I mean, they're out there just to win.
Right.
It's like they don't have any strong feelings for, yet. I'm like, it's just, I mean, it's your show, it's your honor. Both shows are special, but it's like they're more for the winning than they are helping trying to survive for the brand. And that's what
Right.
point. It's like they just got on each other's team. So I'm like, that's why I should have had the brand at least make it was somewhat believable months ago.
And here's something to think about. Almost everybody on Team Raw was either on SmackDown or NXT before this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
But there was a discussion I got into with somebody earlier, and I'm more behind the idea is if you have a long-standing feud, create their teams. So like, let's say, well, let's honestly go with Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre. Don them team captains, and they find their teams. It doesn't matter what show they came from. At least then you have a reason to go against each other, not just like I'm wearing a red shirt, I'm wearing a blue shirt. We got to have fight.
that's exactly, that's yeah. But what was I mean? I'm skipping. You know, the main event was not for brands of supremacy. Back at one point years ago, you would have that. You would have, they're fighting for Raw or fighting for SmackDown. Here, there was no real brand supremacy. It was just a match.
And I think the brand supremacy has kind of run its course.
Oh yeah, I agree with you by far.
So that would have been a way to freshen it up. But all 5 pose in the ring, that they won, and this kind of played into a storyline for because Jey Uso was the last one to get pinned. For Jey Uso's storyline with Roman Reigns, it did play into that, but that's about it.
Yeah.
And then the next match ended up being the Street Profits versus the New Day, and the New Day came out and their gear for Gears 5, which looked really good, and Big E was with them.
Yeah.
Which I really dug their gear to come to the ring.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
But the Street Profits ended up on top against the New Day, which is not something I chose. So, wait, actually, I think you took. Yeah,
I took Street Profits and also one for the Team Raw.
Yeah. I'm disappointed in how they treated SmackDown. They did not give SmackDown a fair shot there.
No, there's no reason why that should have been a clean sweep at all. No reason at all. But I guess some people are like, oh, they want to protect the wrestlers when they don't want them to lose. I'm like, look at SmackDown. You got, why would KO lose that bad? Or why would King Corbin? He's been shitted on a number of times, but just do so. Say what you want about whatever that storyline's going with. I just don't.
Uso looked the strongest from SmackDown.
Just about, or at least almost strong. So just, yeah. But anyways, it is what it is. But I won that with Team Raw, and then with Street Profits. So it was good to see that.
Well, the Street Profits match was really good.
Yeah, I was about to say it. Yeah, that match was really good. I give them credit. I'm glad they added some respect at the end, or after the match. It was good to see that. So I think it's more of a pass and torch, a little bit of that.
Yeah, it probably was, and it's not a bad thing. I don't think the New Day is ready to be done and over with. Honestly.
Oh no, I guess the part of pass torch, the other part of it was more or less proving that they're going to be the Street Profits were there to prove themselves and to make it look like they're more of a legit team. As before that, they didn't really. I mean, they held titles for a long time, but that was their biggest match that they've ever had.
Yeah,
WWE. That was the big match.
Yep, and against 2 really good guys.
Oh yeah.
The next was Lana's husband versus Sami Zayn.
Lana's husband.
Yeah, well, that storyline. Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn. And, oh boy, did Sami try to get crafty.
A little bit, try to. I didn't.
I like his little soccer fall down with MVP. He pushed me.
Oh, he tripped me.
Yeah. Well, whatever it was. I just saw it. I'm like, is he doing a soccer spot?
Yeah. I didn't understand the whole point of Hurt Business being down there. I didn't like it, and this match didn't impress me at all. I mean, yeah, he tried to do as Sammy tried to do his antics, but I just was not impressed by this match whatsoever. I was like,
and I think this match lacked not because of Bobby Lashley and because of Sami Zayn. I just think it lacked because of Vince McMahon controlling it.
Yeah, that's I didn't see the point of having Hurt Business or anything. I didn't see the whole point of a lot of things. It was what it is. But just wasn't impressed by it. Definitely. I'll take Lashley win that match, and I wasn't surprised they did.
Yeah, my picks are not looking too good.
Not really. I was thinking about that last night.
I'm gonna be real with you. I thought that SmackDown would look a lot better than they did.
I thought so too.
So the next one was Sasha versus Asuka, and actually I think you took Asuka on this one, didn't you? Or did I
took Sasha? I took Sasha.
Yep. Might as well hang it up. I didn't get the picks on. It was a pretty good match between the two. It's not Sasha Bailey, but it's pretty good given the circumstances.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. The ending was the finish was it was all right. It was, I think what it didn't make Asuka look weak to be tapping out.
No, of course not.
So that was the only way they could really go about it to make it look like a clean victory, and it was all right. I know, just going at it. There's not a whole lot to say about it, really. It was good.
Yeah. So the only ones that SmackDown won were the tag team in Sasha's match. Well, no, and Roman, well, sort of. Anyway, yeah, it looked like a good match. They put up a pretty good one for the people involved. Sasha and Bailey are just really, really good about working with each other.
Oh yeah, they have a good chemistry and they work really well together. They just
it's basically John Cena and Randy Orton all over again.
Pretty much in a female sort of way, obviously. Yeah. But I always enjoy seeing Sasha. So. And it was a really good match. Absolutely, I give credit for that one. Definitely a good match. And seeing who their opponents are next, coming up here for in the future.
We had next is Team Raw women's match, the Survivor Series. Raw was Lacey, Lana, Nia Jax, Peyton Royce, and Shayna Baszler against Bayley, Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, Natalya, and Ruby Riott. And Raw won this one. Big shocker there. Not too many people look too bad in this one.
I had heard some negative input on this one from not just the chat group, but a couple other people too. It's just that I thought it was a very good match. I thought it was, and I thought it did a lot better than the men's match. At least it wasn't a clean sweep or anything. I was more entertained by this women's brand supremacy match. I thought the finish was okay. At least made Lana look good. People were upset that Bianca didn't pull out the victory, but I'm like, well, she was the last one in there. I mean, it's still going to be remembered, and I just think that I disagree with a lot of people. I think it was a really good match. So some people thought it went too long. I thought it just fine. It kept me going. It was storyline, just a good storytelling. Bayley got pinned out of nowhere, so to speak. It was kind of surprised about her early exit, but I was impressed. So, yeah.
Yeah. It was a good deal. There's a couple highlights from this card, and I would say that one was one of them. And we kind of didn't say how this happened. but basically after Sammy pretended to be tripped by MVP, he ended up getting pinned to lose.